The most often thing I hear is, how can you not be attached? How can you have this child in you for 9 months, feel it kick, feel it move, and not feel some type of attachment? And the best answer I can give you is when you have two people making, life plans for this child that you're carrying, it's kind of impossible to think that, oh, this is mine. This child is waited for. There's traditional surrogacy and there's gestational surrogacy. Gestational surrogacy is when the embryo is made outside the womb and you grow the child, but it has no DNA, no genetics, nothing related to you. So I'm a gestational surrogate. I think the biggest misconception is that it's easy money, that we are all just doing it for the money, an easy way to get a few $1,000s and not have to do anything. And I think that's what burns us the most, because when people find out that you're a surrogate, the first thing is, oh, you get a lot of money. And it has nothing to do with the money. We are educated, big-hearted women who want the opportunity to give someone else the gifts that we have been blessed to have our own children. I have my family. I have a wonderful husband, 2 beautiful girls, and 2 cute little dogs. My family is complete. With the family that I'm currently working with, I am their 3rd surrogate. So they have been trying to have a child for almost 5 years now. The first surrogate got pregnant and miscarried, and it was too much for her, so she decided not to move on. The second surrogate, same thing. So by the time they got to me, I think they were kind of defeated. They were ready to have a child, but it just seemed like it was never gonna happen. So during this last try, they were kind of done. There's only so much heartbreak you can take. But I think it took until 5 or 6 months for them to actually compute that, hey, this is happening.
I'm Stan.
I'm John.
And we are Astrid's parents.
First of all, not everybody thought that this was a good idea. Partly because we were 2 gay men, partly because we were not in our early 30s. So yes, we had a number of people who were trying to discourage us from doing this, but of course, mainly people were very enthusiastic. We are on the other side of the world, and we have met her. Everything felt really nice, really good, and everything feels really safe, but still there is a very small little feeling there. Will she think that this is her child? I mean, it's there.
Yeah.
It's in the very small, it's there. But she was the one who addressed it, because I don't think we really had the courage to address that. And she addressed it and said, well, I have had all my babies. I don't want it. I've done this before. I know what it's all about. My family is complete. I want to help someone else. You cannot force somebody to do surrogacy. That's something that you are the one who has to decide whether you want to proceed. You said to us, I have to admit that I have now moments where I'm saying, why am I doing this?
Yeah, I had my pity party for one day. It was after we made it to 10 weeks and we went to our appointment and there was no heartbeat. It's one of those things you think, why am I doing this to myself? Because obviously it's not my child, but you go through it physically, you go through it emotionally. So I was honest and I told them, I have had my thoughts like, I don't know why I'm doing this, And I remember the next day I told you, I'm over it. I'm good, let's go. I have my pity party and it's time to get to work. We're gonna do this.
She came out rather quick.
Yes. 2 pushes.
2 pushes, and that was it.
And that's done.
All that waiting, and then suddenly 2 pushes. And then we were able to hold her for the very first time. And that's a really, really precious moment. Suddenly we are a family. We're a family. We were a couple, and now we're a family. That's the big thing. And thanks to Jasmine, she has the courage, the strength. She involves her family, and she involves everybody and is so confident about it, so strong about it, and
Clear.
so clear that I'm doing this to help somebody to create their own family, and if I am able to help somebody, I will do it.
You're gonna open it first. No matter what you tell yourself, there's still hormones. They have, you build up hormones for almost 10 months, and then boom, the baby's out. Your hormones just don't drop off. You still have the real emotions of crying and sadness and all the things you go through afterwards. But like I said, having them here for so long, and we see each other 2-3 times a week, it definitely helps. And emotionally, I'm great. I haven't had too many breakdowns yet, but I'm starting to get emotional knowing that they're going home. That's gonna be hard. I know we'll still be in touch and we'll go visit. So that's more the emotional part for me. It's not like, oh, the baby I carried is leaving. It's not that at all. It's the whole dynamic is gonna change. As a surrogate, that is the moment that makes it all worth it. The 2 years, the tears, the miscarriage, everything, to see them holding her and know that you did it, you're okay, you made it in one piece, and there they are. You look over, and it's 3 of them. They after everything, she's here. It's like you can breathe. It feels like you're holding your breath for so long, and you just, it's done. She's here.